my darling yoga family. So today I'd like to take you through the next stage of our warrior poses. So take it easy. If you don't feel that you're quite there yet, please go back to stage 1, stage 2, or indeed just stick with the original recordings of Respect the Spine, and you know, stay where you're feeling comfortable within your practice. My yoga's all about finding the space with the breath, so little challenges are good. Let's just gently start to walk through the feet, starting to splay your toes wide. Allow all the tiny bones of your toes, your feet, your ankles to adjust, giving them time to support the rest of this beautiful body of yours. Let's roll through the shoulders, maybe bring the knees up a little more, maybe take it to more of a march. Swing your arms, just start to feel at one with your body, and bringing the attention into your belly. Find your breath, sweep the arms up and just settle the arms into the shoulders. Let's take the knees a little bit higher. Start to feel the fingertips all the way down to the tips of your toes. Have a little release through your fingers, your wrists, keeping them high. Start to feel strong as you reach up. Press into all 4 corners of both feet. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Squeeze the shoulders into the ears as you tuck your chin in. And gently bring those hands down onto your heart center. Exhale, roll the shoulders. Let's take that through one more time. This time we're going to really start speeding it up. Get your circulation going. Really start to enjoy this feeling of energy, strength. We will be strength building. We will be flowing. We will be enjoying our yoga practice today. As you step into all 4 corners of both feet, rise up. The arms are a little wider. You just sink those arms into your shoulders, bringing the shoulders away from your ears. Have a wiggle through your toes. Make sure you feel strong as you root through the soles of your feet. Reach the shoulders in towards the ears. Tuck your chin in. Head comes back a little. Draw the shoulders either side of your ears. Be really strong. Take your long breath in. And raining your fingers down. Just pedaling gently through the knees. Roll the shoulders. And start to cycle them. And bringing them back, easing into your practice, making sure that you feel ready for a little bit of the warrior in you, your fabulous strength building warrior. So as I turn away from you, please stay where you feel comfortable on your mat. At the top of the mat, we breathe in. Reach down, exhale, hands come to your heart center. Roll your shoulders. Reach up, breathe in. And as you swan dive to full fold, remembering to keep your fingers connected into your legs if you need to support your back. If you feel strong in your back, we're breathing the belly into the spine with an exhale. Let your head go, release completely. And then bring your fingertips to your shins for your halfway lift. Rolling towards the balls of your feet. Draw the crown of your head away from your tailbone. Find the strength in your belly to support your spine. Bend deeply into your knees. Place your hands down flat. Take your right foot far back. Sink into the knee. Find your happy place for your hands. Breathe into the belly. And we're not forcing this. We let the exhale release hip flexor. So breathe into your belly, squeeze the belly and find your release. Take a long breath in and find it. Place your hands down flat as you tuck up into your back leg. I'm going to push the earth away to come into down facing dog. Have a little pedal through your down facing dog. Soften your elbows out so you have width across your shoulder blades. Beautiful. And then roll up and into a high plank again. The crooks of the elbows are facing inwards so that you are really strong across your shoulders. Splay your fingers wide enough to support you. Press through the heels of your feet. Take a long breath in and squeeze your belly strong. Take your breath in and gently come down onto your knees and your elbows as you raise your hands and your feet. We're going to flip-flop the feet and just flamenco the hands. Other direction. Let's take those hands down. Come into your low plank. Press through the heels. The belly needs to be really strong. If you feel that you're slinking into your hips, then please come down onto your knees. That's with high plank as well. So breathe the heels away. Feel that stretch. Come down onto your knees softly. Bring your chest and your chin down and your hips last. Reach far forward. Take a long breath into your extended stretch. Release down. Let the heels rock out. Take a moment. And then softly bring the hands back underneath the shoulders or where they feel comfortable so that you can place your forearms down. Your elbows are tucked into the mat and into your ribs. The shoulders are open wide. Take a breath in. Gently start to push up and into your Sphinx pose. So the forearms are down. Take a long breath in. Hold it here if you feel good. If you want to come up for more, we're going to push up and into Cobra. So the pubic bone is pressing strongly into the mat. The heart is open and reaching forward. Shoulders are relaxed. Take a long breath in. Bring those elbows down and in towards you. Take another long breath in. And slowly release back down. You can interlace your fingers over the back of your head. Have a little wiggle through the hips side to side. And then as you bring the hands back down, press up and onto your knees and all the way back into your release. Find your rest pose. Reach your fingertips far forward. Enjoy this stretch from your fingertips to your tailbone. Take your breath in. Have a little look through your hands. We're going to push all the way forward and back up and into down facing dog. So we're going to jog our dog as you keep the balls of your feet connected into the mat and raise your heels up and down one at a time. Soften your elbows out, draw the heart towards the legs. Let the heels rest down towards the mat. Feel that beautiful stretch. Lovely. Let's raise the right foot into the sky. Find your three-legged dog and sweep the top foot far forward. Okay. So as we press all the way through into that top foot, the front foot, open the heart and release your hip flexor on the other side. Enjoy opening the heart forward. The forehead is reaching forward. Length comes all the way down from the neck to the tailbone, opening through the shoulders. Breathe into it and settle through your back hip flexor. Take a breath in and release. Place your hands down flat, tuck up and into your high heels. We're going to bend deeply into that back knee and come back into your full fold. Releasing down. Place your hands on your shins, come into a deep squat. Give your blood pressure time to realign, head at heart height. If you feel a little bit twingy in your back, please walk your fingers up the front of your legs, or we're going to reverse the swap. Reaching up, take a breath in. And hands come to the heart center. Exhale. Rise up and breathe in. Swan dive to full fold. Take a breath into halfway lift, breathing it up. Rolling towards the balls of the feet, opening the collarbones. Breathing it in. Bend deeply into your knees. Take your other foot far back. Sink into that knee. Find your happy place for your hands. It should start to feel a little bit easier now as you open through the heart. Breathe into it. Now just sink slowly, softly through your hip flexor. Breathe into it. And release. Placing your hands down flat, tuck into your high horse, pressing through the heel of the back foot. Take your breath into it. Bend deeply into the back knee and draw your front foot to the back, finding your down-facing dog, softening those elbows, drawing the shoulders strong and wide. Heart is reaching towards the legs. And just pedaling through your dog. You can take this as fast or as slow as feels good. Make sure that you can feel the connection of all of your fingers into the mat. Let your heels rest down towards the mat. Allow the back of the legs to open and stretch. We're going to roll up through the balls of the feet into a high plank. Press through the heels. Remember, come down onto your knees if you need to. And enjoy this strengthening, breathing into the belly. Squeezing it. Breathe into it. Come down onto your knees and your elbows. Again, have a little flip-flop of your feet and a flamenco of your hands. You want to draw circles with your feet. Screw the cloth out with your hands. This is your brain workout. Okay, coming down into our low plank. So place your elbows underneath your shoulders. Place your fingers wide. Press through the heels of your feet. Please come down onto your knees if you need to. We are breathing. We are squeezing. Oh yes, one more time. Squeeze. One more time, breathing it up. Come down onto your knees first, then your chest and your chin and your hips last of all to support your spine. Reach your fingers down by the side of your body. Let your forehead rest. Reach the shoulders away from the ears. Be really dynamic. Reach, reach, reach. Take your breath in. And let the back of your hands rest. Let the heels rock outwards and surrender the shoulders down towards the mat. As you draw the hands back underneath the shoulders, press your pubic bones strongly into the mat. Squeeze your glutes. Press your elbows and your forearms down into the mat. Shoulders are wide. Take a breath in. Exhale. Raise up into your Sphinx. If you want to come higher, we breathe in. And then push the mat away to come up into the Cobra. So the pubic bone is strongly pressing into the mat. Find your breath. Find the opening of the heart and the front body. Find the squeezing of the vertebra of your spine behind you. Take a long breath in. And then gently bring your elbows down and inwards. We hold it in Sphinx. Breathe in. And slowly, softly come down. Place one hand on top of the other. Rest your forehead. Bring your knees wide. And gently just crisscross your feet. Left over right and right over left. As you bring the legs back into alignment with your heels, your hips, take a long breath in. Raise your head. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Elbows tuck into your ribs. Open through the shoulders and push all the way back with a strong belly into your rest pose. Reaching far forwards. Keep reaching. Stretch from your fingertips through the side body, through the spine. And then gently settle down to Let the elbows release. And have a little look through the hands. Press forward on the mat. Come all the way back up and into your dog where we're going for a sprint. Enjoy it. Keep drawing the heart towards the legs. Opening wide across the shoulders. Let the heels rest down. Find that beautiful stretch. Bend deeply into your knees. We're going to come up with the other foot high into the sky. Find your dog splits. And then sweep that top foot all the way forward. You can come down onto the knee. Find your happy place for your hands. Oh, let your hip flexor release and stretch. Enjoy this release. Should be nice and warm and feeling strong, ready for our warrior. Placing the hands down flat, come up and into your high horse as you press through the heel of your back foot. And then bend deeply into that knee to come back into your full fold. Let the head rest completely. And as you bring the hands to the shins, come into your squat. Either walking your fingers up your legs or reversing the swan, rising to the sky. And hands to the heart center. Have a little roll of your shoulders. Just bring your breath back in. How you doing? Have a little kick and a flick. All right, my darlings, here we go. Roll through the shoulders. Rise all the way up and into your straight spine. Tucking the chin in, find that length, breathe into it. And swan dive to full fold. Fingertips to your shins, breathe in. Bend deeply into your knees, rise up. Breathing it up. Interlace your fingers. Point your index fingers up, squeezing the shoulders into the ears. As you bend deeply into your knees, just take that front foot all the way back. We're coming into our warrior one. So just be soft through your knees and then open through the heart, reaching up for it. Hips are facing towards the top of the mat. Enjoy this feeling of strength. Reaching those index fingers at shoulder height. As you hook the arms into your shoulders and fire through your fingers, reaching the front arm all the way across the arm, the collarbones, reaching all the way behind you. Roll your shoulders, bend your elbows, reach the energy past your fingers. Bend deeply into the front knee, rise on the ball of the back foot and just gently turn that heel so that the heel of the front foot is in alignment with the arch of the back foot. You're in your warrior two here, guys. Let's go for it. Breathe in. Squeeze the belly. Let's dance. Up you come. Breathe in. And sigh. Be strong. Find that in energy. Up you come. Flip your hand over. Let's reach far forward. And scoop the sky up as you settle the back hand down, reaching up, sink it down. Reach up, breathe in. Keep the flow of motion as you bring the back of the front hand to the inside of the front leg, pressing leg into hand. Find that beautiful stretch and gently sink a little further down. Have a look at your bottom hand, scoop the sky up, find your reverse. Reaching up. Beautiful. Bringing those hands back. Turn on the ball of the back foot. Rise up onto it. Find your warrior one. Reach for it. Beautiful. And then as you bend deeply into your front knee, reach your fingers far forward. We're going to hook the arms into the shoulders and start to bend through the back knee, tapping the back foot forward. We're finding our warrior three here. So engage your belly. It doesn't matter how many times you keep tapping, and it doesn't matter how high that back leg comes. Just find your balance as you draw your eye line somewhere, focus on something. And then as you start to reach, belly in. Feel that strength. Warrior 3. Take a breath in. Bend deeply into your front knee. Come back to your warrior 1. Reach up for it. And bend deeply into both knees to come back up to the top of the mat. Rain your fingers down. Hands come to the heart center. Well done. Have a little kick, have a little flick. We're going to take it to the other side. Rolling through those shoulders. Reach down, breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Rising up. And swan dive to full fold. Finding the halfway lift. As you bend deeply into your knees, reverse your swan, rise up, breathe in. Interlace your fingers, index fingers facing to the sky. Find your connection, shoulders, squeezing the ears. Bend deeply into your knees, the other leg is coming back this time, finding our warrior 1 as we push the earth away through the front foot. Long straight legs, hips shining towards the top of the mat. Feel it. Squeezing the belly. Beautiful, one more breath. Squeezing the belly. Drawing the arms at shoulder height, and then we hook the arms into the shoulders as we fire the fingers forward. Draping that front arm all the way along the arm, across the collarbones, reaching far behind you. We're going to roll the shoulders, bend the elbows, reach the energy past your fingers. Then rise up onto the ball of the back foot, turn that foot. Bend deeply into that front knee, find your warrior 2. The front knee is directly over the heel of the front foot as you breathe in. Squeeze the belly. One more time, breathe in. We're going to dance. Up you come, breathing in. Sigh. Again. One last time, breathing it up. And sigh. Flipping your front hand over, let's slide through the hips and the ribs as you scoop the sky up. Reaching to the sky, breathe in. And settle down the back leg, exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Find your flow as you come back to warrior 2. Tilting the back hand into the back of the front hand, into the front leg as you rise up, breathe in, and then sink a little further down. Have a look at the bottom hand. We're going to scoop the sky up and find the reverse. Staying deeply bent in your front knee. Feel that energy reaching up, breathing in, and then come back into your warrior 2. Okay, we're going to turn on the ball of the back foot, find your warrior 1, find it, and then bend deeply into both knees as you come back to the front of your mat. Squeeze, firing those fingers forward as we start to counterbalance the top body with the back foot into your warrior 3, remembering that you can tap and come out of this balance as often as you need to, finding your strength, seeing if we can gently start to tilt the pelvis into alignment. Ooh. Keep finding it, Wendy. And as you come back up and into your warrior 1, bend deeply into both knees and finish as you started. Rolling the shoulders. Just have a little moment to come back into you. How do you feel? Have a kick and a flick. Lovely. Let's take those feet wide. And as you rise all the way up, take a long breath in. Bend deeply into your knees, toes facing outwards. push through all four corners of your feet, rise up, breathe in. Bending deeply into the knees and come down and into a wide leg forward fold. Now I like to place my fingertips down, but you can place your hands flat or come back into your gorilla pose. But wherever you are, let the head rest, let the back of the legs open, find that lovely stretch, releasing down. Then deeply into your knees, tuck your tailbone underneath you. As you start to walk the fingers either side of the one foot. Okay, let's just gently stretch. Just releasing through the inside of that thigh. Gently releasing, breathing into it. And then slowly start to walk the hands to the other leg. And settling through the inside of the long leg thigh. Find the breath. Try not to let your belly flop. We're all guilty of that. Bringing yourself back into the center line. And let your head rest. Open the back of those knees. Gently, gently, gently. Start to bend into the knees. Come right up onto your fingertips. Heel toe the feet in all the way until the heels are underneath your hip bones. Draping your fingers at the front of your legs to curl out of your spine. Nice and slowly. Let's reach for the sky. Don't want any dizziness here, so reach up. And raining the fingers down. Just gently ease into those knees. Enjoy your breath. Enjoy just gently bringing your attention inward to your soft breath. Feeling good about your practice. Sealing our practice with Namaste. Well done, my darlings.